Morning, everybody. Good morning. Testing out audio before I go live in 6 minutes. 6 minutes. 6 minutes. Testing out my audio. Testing, testing, testing. 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 Testing, 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 testing. Testing, 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 testing. Testing, 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 testing. 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 Testing, oops. Testing, testing, testing. Testing, testing, testing. Testing, testing, testing. Okay, cool. Audio there. It's always nice. Always nice. Let's see if I can get audio now. Yep. Okay. Yep. Okay. Audio is working. Everybody can hear me. Say hi in the chat if you're here, everybody. I've got a few more minutes and then I'm going to be starting up proper. Okay, there we go. That should be better. It's going to be one of those days, everybody. I'm going to let you know right ahead. We're not going to get a whole lot done as far as learning nothing. I'm going to be fixing my little problems. So my name is Michael Kyer. I use he, they pronouns. I stream out on Monday, Wednesday, Friday at 10 a.m. Pacific from the great Pacific Northwest in Washington State. And so, yeah, last week, or Wednesday, Wednesday was a lot of fun, and it was 50% fail. 50% fail. I had a great presentation set up about how to do presentations, and then I got to the presentation part where I was going to do more of the technical end of things, and failed miserably. I couldn't get what I was doing working and the way I wanted it to, and I had too many things going on, and I got overloaded. That's what happened. I got overloaded and just couldn't recover. It looks like I might be a little choppy here and there, so if I am, let me know in the chat. I'd appreciate it. So today what I'm going to do is I'm going to work through sort of the storyboard of what I want to do, what I actually want to show, and then make it happen. That's what I was actually talking about in my presentation of presentations, was the difference between your audience view and your view. And I was trying to capture both of those things. I was trying to capture what I was seeing and showing that to you, capture what the audience is seeing and show that to you, and capture what my moderator screen was seeing and show that to you while streaming the whole thing. So yeah, it got a little complicated and I got a little ahead of myself. So today I'm going to work on getting all this a little bit more balanced. I started off Wednesday morning with a Windows update and the bonus restart, right? The bonus restart. So I try to check my updates in the morning, and every once in a while you get the big one and you got to restart, and it takes time, and I got behind, so I was even more flustered than I normally am. So that was a lot of fun. That was a lot of fun, actually. It you know, always keeps you a little bit you know, humble when things don't go quite the way they were supposed to. So I've got everything set up again like I did, but I had more time this morning, so hopefully this will be a little bit I'll get to where the arrangement that I want for when I do this again on Monday. That's the goal by the end of stream today, is have this set up so that it looks the way I want, and then I'll redo my presentation on Monday. So and you know, I'll say I'm doing my quarterly review of my work, and it's not looking good. It's just not looking good. That was just too much. So if you're out there watching, leave me a message in the chat. I'm going to be engaging with that, keeping an eye on that, see if anybody wants to say hi, and trying to do this at the same time. So this is going to be more of a working stream. I don't think I'll have too many pauses because I'm going to try and narrate what I'm doing if it's not showing up on the YouTube feed, or the my outbound feed. So that was what I started sorting through, is where I'm sending from, or what I want to capture, and then where I'm sending it to, and then what is it, the receiving end of that. So I've got those kind of sorted out, and I've got another Zoom meeting open again, yay. I've got my OBS open again, yay. Got all my monitoring going, so I think I'm set. So, yeah, let's get started. Okay. So, well, before I get started, over the course of the last month, what I've been doing is putting together how to create your large online event. And broke it up into phases, planning phase, content creation phase, and then this week was the management phase. And then I was supposed to be getting to a practice phase and then rehearsal after that. So it got pushed back a day because of my, skills. That's what it is. I'm skilled at making a mess of my stream. So that's what we're doing. That's where we're headed. And then on February 19th, which I keep doing wrong, February 19th, we're going to be having a large showcase event using all of these things, if I can get it working, to show what you can, the possibilities with creating a large event and managing the audience and presenting something that is, that is engaging, that engages your audience, that brings them into a more of an interactive way of getting this video event, whatever you're putting together, your stream, getting those integrated, getting your audience engaged, and that's what we're going to be showing. That's what we're going to be working on. So it's going to be a lot of fun. It is going to be just a party. It's just going to be a party. It's not. We're going to have all sorts of things. We're going to be using the share screen and breakout rooms, and we're going to have live musicians and what else did I have? I don't know. I have a bunch of different things on my list, so I'll be getting to those, and I'll probably touch on those later here in a little bit. So, yep, my name is Michael Kyer, and I use he, they pronouns, and that's what we're doing today. So if you want to stick around, great. If you want to catch us on the replay, that might be something you would maybe consider, because it's going to be sort of not the best educational video, hopefully. So anyway, let's get started. So I had my introduction graphic, and I'm using OBS. I'm coming straight out of OBS right now, and I'm just doing a video capture. And so I'm going to switch over to screen captures here in a second to show my Zoom meeting. But I do have a new trick to show. If I absolute backup is I've got another external web camera that should be fun. I'll move that around. And at the very least, if I can't show it appropriately with the software that I have at my disposal, I will show it the good old-fashioned way with just moving my webcam around. That might work. So, all right, let's get going. What I want to do first is I want to show what a share screen is going to look like from the operator's standpoint. So when you get ready to share, your screen's going to change, and that's the first part that I'm going to show. So I'm going to switch over, make sure I don't have anything. And you'll be able to see my, let's go to video only, yay, main monitor. Okay, so now you can see my main monitor. This is what I'm working with. Chat, Zoom meeting, OBS. And the problem that I had was that when I was using OBS and streaming and bringing up these windows, I would get an infinite window on a window on a window, because I was capturing a window, capturing a window, capturing a window. So you can start to see some of that now. You're getting the feed of my main, here, let me go down here. You're seeing my entire main monitor here. Watch my cursor going around the outside. That's your view and my view. And then that's capturing a picture of OBS, which is then capturing a picture of my main monitor, on and on and on and on. all the way down to a single pixel. That's as far as it goes on the screen, down to a single pixel. And then, beyond that, you get down into your code level of things. And so eventually it will get down to a 1 or a 0, but we can't really see that. But that's the problem that I had, is I was capturing a capture of a capture of a capture. So my first thought is that I need to find a way to put a definite end on where that is. And so what I'm going to be using is a test pattern that you saw at the beginning to make that a definite, this is where this is the last thing that I want to see. I want it to stop at some point, so that you don't get confused when you're seeing this screen, looking at the other screen, looking at the other screen, looking at the other screen. That's the confusion I was trying to avoid, and I have now blown this presentation twice, I think, at least, because of that same reason. I didn't take into account that I was taking a picture, taking a picture, taking a picture, taking a picture, ad infinitum. So what I've got going on is I've got my Zoom meeting open with a few of my profiles in there, so that I can show that. And then I've also got it open on my other monitors. And I'm going to put my test pattern up on coming in from one of my guest feeds, not in my host account, but as my guest feed. And we'll use that as our reference point. So wherever we see that that test pattern is where we're gonna know that is essentially the bottom of what we're sending out. And I think that will clarify things as we go along. So I need to pull that up, actually. So I'm going to need to send. All right, so yep. All right, let's go. I need to send this someplace. All right, I need to send my. All right, this is one of my pauses. I'm gonna admit it ahead of time. This is a pause because this is something I missed that I didn't do. So, you want to say hi? I'm just working on trying to send this over someplace so that we can see it. I just have to share it real quick. And I might be low on resources, so... Yeah, I definitely might have a lot more open than I usually do. Because... Come on, come on. There we go. Okay, now what I want to do. Oh, this is going to work. I'm pretty sure this is going to work. Oh, this is going to be great. Yeah, I didn't take the time to sort through this. Yay. Alright, now let's see what we can see. also be a good practice in how to drive your audience away completely, is do this type of thing. Okay, let's see that. I could just put up a video and let that run while I'm doing this work in the background. That might be a good idea. This is the exciting part of tech right here, is the making things and yes, no, that's not quite there. Let's do that. That's better. Yes, that's better. Nope, that's not better. What did I do? Oh, of course I did. Of course I did. All right, so I closed the. I got the picture where I wanted. Now I couldn't. Then I went and closed what I wanted to use. Okay. Wonderful. Okay, so you should be able to see me. Hi. Hi. Okay, that is working. Okay, so in just a second, we'll see the test pattern. Once I invite someone, but I'm going to do that on a different screen for just a half a second. Yay. All right, back in the meeting. Back in the meeting. Made myself a co-host again. Oh, that's awesome. You're looking right up my nose. Ha! No, you're not looking up my nose. All right. So, co-host, co-host, co-host. Okay, here we go. Let's see if we can see the test pattern now. Share screen, test pattern. Okay, there's a test pattern. All right, this is going to work. That's the test pattern that I'm share screening into my meeting from my monitor system. Okay, that's a little bit better. Okay. So you can see the test pattern. I'm rotating that at the bottom. That's the one we're going to use. Okay, so that test pattern is being shared from my monitor system, and that's I usually have that up and running. It's got all my chat on there and all of my different feeds, so that I know I've got I know what's happening and I can see it. Which I would hopefully, if you're working by yourself, you would have that second system to be able to work with, or if you had a moderator someplace else that could work on that, who would be managing that. But for right now, that test pattern is being shared from my second system, and it is going to be the bottom, hopefully, of what we are showing. So that is a reference point, a benchmark, if you will. That's where we're at with that. So, what am I going to do now? Now let's bring this up. All right, we'll move OBS out of the way. And then once I've got a good arrangement for this, then I will record it, and we'll see. Let me go ahead and get you all out of the way. Okay. That's still running live. Good. And okay, so there we go. No upcoming meetings. All right, that looks good. View speaker. Let's close participants. Okay, we're gonna view standard. Okay. So what we've got now is we're just have the OBS capture of my main monitor, and I've made my Zoom meeting full screen. And so now I'm seeing the share screen from my monitor system. So this is being my monitor system sharing into the Zoom meeting. So this is the bottom of what we're looking at. So that's where we're going to be navigating from. We're going to be navigating from this as I go and build the part where I want to show you what this looks like. So this first step here is so that I have something to show and know where that ends. So that's what we've got here. Let me see if I can move that out of the way a little bit. Yeah, that looks a little bit better. What if I do a new share? portion. All right, can move it in. Okay, that looks a little bit better. I cleaned that up a little bit. I'm just sharing a portion of my screen, so that's a close-up now. That looks a little bit tighter. It doesn't have all that extra piece around it. So on my monitor system, what I did is I opened up, I'm sharing just a portion of my screen around my JPEG file for the test pattern. So it's just a little tiny piece of my monitor screen, actually, and then I'll show that here in a second. I'm going to start that video. Okay, here I am too. You can see me there. That's my second camera. Hi. And that's what I'm going to pull out now and show you. So you can see what I'm looking at. That's my main screen. And then this is my monitor screen. You can see that. And the green spot in the center is what I'm actually sharing. So it's just a JPEG opened up, and then I've got the Zoom meeting. So this computer is in the Zoom meeting, and it's doing the sharing, and you can see the Zoom share the dashboard right up there at the top. So if all else fails and I can't make this work, this is the way I'm going to go about showing that. So that's one of the things I want to show. I want to be able to show what the monitor looks like, what the monitor system looks like, what my main system looks like, and then what the audience sees. And so right now what the audience sees is what you're seeing on YouTube. If you're seeing this feed, this is what the program that I'm putting out. And so you've seen my my meeting, and we're going to go. Okay, so good. Let's see, what do we got? Where are we at? We're sharing from our monitor system into here. We can show this. Okay. All right. So now, go ahead. So when I'm demonstrating, I want to demonstrate from the perspective of the technician. And so what I want to be able to do is I want to be able to show my main monitor, and if I'm going to be using OBS, if I'm going to be using Restream, if I'm going to be, whatever I'm going to be using, I want to be able to show it. And so the problem I also had was that when I was using OBS, I was trying to capture one thing and send it, and then I started to get into that multiple, yep, that looks good. Okay, and so I'm going to adjust this a little bit. You can see now you can see my second monitor over there. And that one's got a whole bunch of stuff, so it won't make, you can't really differentiate what's on there. There, that makes it a little bit better, maybe. A little bit better framing. So you can see, actually no, I don't want to do that. I'm going to move that over even more. There. Okay, that's better. All right, so now that works a little bit better. You can see this is my second monitor for my main system, and this one here is the monitor for my this is my main monitor. So now you can see what I see, or see me seeing me, if that starts to make any sense. So yeah, this is why I got so sidetracked. I was trying to run too many things without practicing. So today is practice day. But so on my left monitor here, this is where I keep all my background stuff. Let me see if you can even make out any of this. That is my YouTube feed. So I'm actually looking at my YouTube feed. If you can see that up in the top there. So it's my YouTube feed. And then I've also got my OBS over here, and so I've opened, yep, now OBS is full screen, but now it's not. So you can see OBS moving around there also. And then I've got my Twitch Stream Health monitor right there. So you can see this is all my back end stuff, all the stuff that I don't necessarily need to interact with when I'm doing my presentation, but it's accessible. And then I'll get to showing my other. I already showed my this one, my moderator one. So are we having fun yet? This is basically it. I'm gonna say hi to everybody. Hi everyone. How you doing? Okay, that's going out everywhere. That's good. All right. Ah, Louie, I see you've brought your crossbow. All right, now I'm going to stop sharing this for just a 10. Okay, now we're back. So, know where our test pattern is at. Okay. So, let me go with gallery view. Okay, so if I'm going to be starting now I've got my test pattern. I know where that's coming from. That is coming from okay, share screen is coming from guest 3, so I'm going to rename this test pattern so I know what it is. So that's my test pattern. All right. Test pattern. Okay, so down here, my video, my open video is test pattern, and okay, that's all right. So test pattern, and oh, just in case I didn't show you, I've got also this phone I could use if I really need it for another view. This is okay. So there we go. Guest 1, video camera, main system here, and my monitoring system there. All right. So that's just in case. And hi. That phone is getting warm. That's another camera. These external cameras, I love them to be able to kind of move stuff around. So guest 2, we're going to rename you as phone. phone. Okay, so phone test pattern. I'm going to go to OBS, bring OBS into the mix because why not? And I'm going to go back to just my video. Okay, so are we having fun yet? If you stuck around, I appreciate it. My name is Michael Kyer, and I use he, they pronouns. I'm out here streaming Monday, Wednesday, Friday, 10 a.m. Pacific, trying to do some streaming stuff, and this is what I'm working on today. I had a very 50% fail stream on Wednesday. It was, I tried to do too many things, didn't practice. That's what today is. Yeah, close that. Okay. There. Thank you. Close low system notifications. So that's what that was. Okay. So that's what I've been doing. I'm out here trying to create show how to create a large online event, and then I'm having a big, of course, event on February 19th to showcase all of this. It turns out it's my grandpa's 104th birthday, so he would be 104. That's pretty cool. I didn't know that when I scheduled it, but so I'm going to dedicate this to him. I think that's a cool thing. So that's where I'm at with this. I'm working on this. I think we're getting along. I've got my test pattern set up to sort of define the bottom of my feed, where I'm working from. And then as we progress, I'm going to be adding piece at a time to this to get to the presentation that I want to do, which is showing the technician's feed, the monitor's feed, and the audience's feed, and show how those three interact and work together in a way that actually makes sense, and not this sort of me looking in 4 different places and different feeds. So streaming out of OBS, recording out of OBS, and I'm in my studio mode right now, but I'm going to be switching over in just a second. And why did I come on here? Oh, I'm going to switch off my camera on OBS right now. You can use your main webcam in only one program. So I can either have it on in OBS or on in Zoom. Now if I capture with OBS, I can send a virtual feed to Zoom, and I'll show that in a second. That's the second part of the presentation, is how to use OBS to send to Zoom. So that's where I got confused. Is trying to make that happen. So I'm going to go ahead and deactivate that, switch back to my main monitor. You can still see I'm here, coming in over there. Alright, that looks pretty nice. Okay, so now we've got OBS. Now I should be able to turn my video on. Alright, so you should be seeing me. Yay! Alright, I'm getting it sorted slowly but surely, everybody. I'm really serious. I'm getting it sorted. So Michael Kyer, he, they is Michael Kyer, he, they for real. Yes, and it shows up. Okay, good. And guest one doesn't actually have guest one doesn't have video, so guest one is just going to be guest. And I'm going to take away co-host. Sorry, what do I want to do? Yes, okay, so, alright, this is making a little bit more sense today. I feel a little bit more clear on where I'm at. So, test pattern feed, which right now is the side view with me, sort of behind the scenes. That's what the test pattern one is. my guest, which is another computer altogether, and then my phone, which is just to ultimately capture this, and I'll do a once around with it. I'll do a pan and show the whole workstation that I'm working with. And then I can also record it for myself, so I'll have an extra recording of this. Okay, all right. So we've got those labeled. I've got my test pattern. Seeing what my audience sees. So I'm gonna bring in my YouTube. So you can see my YouTube feed at the bottom. So this is what the audience is seeing currently. And so they've got a picture of my pictures, but I'm just getting these pictures separated, which is what I wasn't doing, which is the part I didn't have sorted, is I didn't have the pictures separated. So that's where the test screen comes in handy. All right, so we've got that sorted. So yeah, I've got my YouTube feed. This is the primary picture that my audience is getting. So when I craft my stuff, this is the part that I want to be really paying attention to, my outbound feed. So regardless of what I'm doing on my system, which you can see, the outbound feed in that corner is what's important. So I want to isolate that someplace where I know specifically that this is what the audience is seeing. That's what I want to do. That's what I want to make sure I do. So step number one, if I need to put a marker anywhere, I'll put a marker right here. And maybe a good marker would just need to be quiet for a second. How about I do that? I'm just going to be quiet for a second. I'm just going to be quiet. Okay, that's enough of being quiet. That'll be a good marker for me. That'll show up when I go to do my editing. That will show up as a flat in my my audio waveform. So I'll be able to see that when pretty easily. So I don't have to hunt around with a little thing. All right. So let's see. Let me show while I'm here. What do I got? I got all of that separated. So, okay, Zoom meeting, OBS doing my capture, and then my outbound, what my audience is actually seeing. So now I've got those sorted. Feel a little bit better about that. That's good. All right, let's show my, just for a quick second, I'm going to now get to sorting out my my back-end stuff, the monitors that I have over on my left. So I'm going to switch over to that monitor. So OBS Studio mode, this gives you the preview window and then the actual live program window. So you'll be able to see that in YouTube, my outbound feed is just the window that's the program window there on OBS. So my preview window is the one that I'm going to be showing next. So I'm going to be showing my second monitor next, and so now you've got a picture of what I'm going to be showing and what I'm showing. And this is another place that I got confused, was I was trying to maintain my outbound picture, while adjusting the OBS scene. So then I wound up taking a picture of a picture of a picture, and that's what we're trying to step by step by step get sorted, so that when I do my presentation I'll do the presentation at the end of this is what I'll do. That's the goal. So this is going to be a longer stream, so if you're hanging out, I appreciate it. If not, and you're a future person, thanks for watching. Thanks for going through. We'll have this, probably have to cut it up into chapters so you can look at it a little bit easier on YouTube. But real quick, if you are watching, my name is Michael Kyer. I use he, they pronouns. I stream Monday, Wednesday, Friday at 10 a.m. Pacific from the great Pacific Northwest, and try and bring out a lot of the stuff I've learned about live streaming and video conferencing. I started with my church at the beginning of quarantine, and have been going since, every Sunday. And I've worked with groups of all sizes, doing all sorts of sizes of events, just small movie nights, just a couple people, few people, up to a monthly meeting for small groups. The Sunday services we put on are a couple hundred people, and then some of the larger events have been up above 500 or 1,000 once or twice. So lots of different sizes of events, but it really kind of comes down to the same thing, is you need to be able to manage this stuff, and that's what we're working on this week. Started off earlier in the week on with your moderators and co-hosts. Tried to do presentations on Wednesday, and today we were supposed to be working with the audience, but I didn't get that far. So yeah, so if the audience right now is probably the only audience is going to be anybody who's technically minded that wants me just to watch me flounder. So that's probably the only people here. But actually, I'm going to check and see who's here. So let's see. I'm going to switch over to my second monitor now. So this, on the YouTube now, this is going to show up as just my second monitor. So there you go, just my second monitor. And here we go. All right, so you're seeing my second monitor now. And what you've got is my Twitch stream health monitor. So that's kind of giving you an idea of what my stream health looks like. Stream health monitor, that's what I'm, if my system gets, I'm not putting out a clean signal, that gets all choppy. It'll either drop and I'm not putting anything out, but I can kind of get at least a vague idea of whether I've got a good signal going out. So that's what that's for. Facebook, Facebook. Facebook is one of the things I'm monitoring. I've got my YouTube up there. I'm monitoring that as well, or my live stream for YouTube. That's what I'm monitoring there. And my Twitch monitor. So I've got that. These are just extra things, my Scratchpad notes and PowerPoint. If we get to it, I'm going to try and present that. That's what I'm trying to do ultimately, so we'll get there eventually. So stream health, I usually just monitor that, and then Twitch chat is another one of my chats that I monitor. So I've got that. And then my YouTube chat, which I'm having issues with, and I'm trying to fix that. But that is, I don't know what the deal is there. I just don't know. But so that is what I'm sending out. Okay. This is looking good. This is looking good. Let's see. Is anybody watching on YouTube? And one watching on YouTube. That's probably me. Okay. All right. Now my Twitch stream. Okay, so my Twitch stream, all these additional video feeds is the thing. I usually monitor them just to make sure they're rolling. But if your system resources won't take it, then it's probably you have to either pause them or close them. And so I try to close down as many Chrome tabs as I can, because Chrome takes up a lot of system resources. So there's that. Let's see who else is in the chat. Users in the chat. Yeah, that's just there's a few people out there. All right. So my second monitor, like you can see, these are the things I monitor as I go. Before I go, I usually have I double check all my outbound platforms. So Discord, YouTube, Twitch, LinkedIn, Instagram. Oh, you little bothery. See, these folks. Oh, these are the ones that I'm not happy with. Okay, so yeah, that's one of the ones I've been getting. That's one of the ones I've been getting. Where did that come from? That came from YouTube. Okay, YouTube is going to get sorted. That is not making me happy. I need to fix that. Okay. Okay, so, wow, time flies when you're having fun. We're fully an hour into this stream. I think I'm getting some of this sorted out. I've got my monitor, share screen with the test pattern. I know where that's going. I've got my main monitor sorted, so I know where that's going. So I'm going to switch back to my main monitor. All right. All right, so now you've seen two monitors. Actually, I'll put both of them up there. Watch this. So now you've got both monitors. My back-end monitor and then my main monitor, so you can see both of those. This is part of what I'm going to be using with my presentation, and it's the part that I needed to work on more than anything, was getting this piece sorted out when I switch back and forth. So right now you can see both of my screens side by side. I've got quite a delay on YouTube, so I've switched over and I'm sending out, and now it'll show up on YouTube just a few seconds later. But there's a good lag time there. So there we go. Okay. So now I'm synced up with YouTube. I can see that YouTube has got the view that I'm looking for. Okay. All right. I like this. I like this. I like this. So OBS, now what I want to do is I'm going to move OBS out of the way. I'm going to move OBS out of the way. I'm going to move Restream out of the way. So I'm seeing both monitors. Yep, both monitors. That's what I'm sending out now. I'm sending out both monitors. So both monitors. Okay, both monitors. So you can see me switching that over on YouTube right now. Moving over my chat on YouTube right now. Okay, so we got about, I think it's a 30-second delay maybe. 30-second delay. So that's what I got on that. All right, now I want to show this. And I want to show this. All right. So now I've got OBS on my back end, so I'm not showing that on my main monitor. Now I'm going to switch OBS over to my main monitor. Okay, now OBS is sending to my main monitor. Sending my main monitor, which is going to catch up here in a second. I'm watching YouTube. You can see that. So far, so good. So far, so good. I'm avoiding my infinite window mess that I made. That's a good thing. All right. So I'm cleaned up a little bit more. Got OBS sorted. I've shown all my screens. That's something I want to do. I want to go to Twitch. I'm trying to do. That's what I want to do. I want to go from there. All right. Okay. So I've got that sorted. I've got my signal going out. YouTube is all set. Audience is seeing what I want to see them, and I've got the. Now I'll be able to. Okay, so this part right here. Once I've gotten this far and I've got this set up this way, then I'm going to be using the share screen and showing what it looks like when the technician, whoever's doing the share screen shares the screen, what their system is going to look like. So that's what that should come up on YouTube as. I'm going to move YouTube out of the way real quick just to get that. Alright, so you should see me there. Now, alright, so this is where I want to get to. Yeah, this is where I wanted to get to. Yep. Actually, I'm going to pause real quick. Just taking a quick little pause. I'm going to open something. Just be another visual marker on this one. We're getting into the thick of testing now. It gets boring. So when that shows up on YouTube, then I'll know I'm clear. Okay, YouTube is clear. I'm going to go ahead and close you. See if I can't save a little bit of system resources. I had Discord open on my main system, which I didn't mean to do, so that's probably contributing to some of my not great stream health. So, alright, my YouTube monitor is important. Alright, sorted. Let's see. Stream health is back up. Push that all the way down. Yes. All right. Okay. So, looking not too bad. All right, we are going to go ahead and switch over to all right, so now I'm going to fade back to my, all right, so now I'm back to, all I really wanted to do was sort out that monitoring, or that back end screen, so that I had it, the least amount of things I needed, and I think I've got that there now. And so OBS is on that side. So now what I can do is I can do my demonstration showing what it looks like from the technician's point of view, and then you've got that YouTube feed up there to see what is actually being shown on YouTube. So I'm going to be sharing this into the meeting. Okay. Okay. So this is the part. How do I want to make this look? So if I share this, right now you're seeing my main monitor. All right, so okay, so this is the split right here. So what I was trying to do with OBS before was to, oh, this is right where I, okay, this is where I get, okay, now this is the part that I need to figure out what I want to do. Just forgot the test pattern figured out. All right, let's do this. I'm going to share my screen. What do I want to share? Actually, I want to share the test pattern from, oops. Now I'm going to be, okay, so now I'm going to share my test pattern from my main computer. That's what I'm going to do. So test pattern, good to go. So now I'm going to share. Actually, I'm going to share a portion of my screen. Share portion there. Okay, so YouTube in just a second is going to be getting just a portion of my screen. No, they're not. I'm sharing the screen into okay, so this is what I want to do. Okay. So now from my main monitor, I started to share a portion of my share screen, or a portion of my main monitor. And now I need to switch OBS over to demonstrate this. So now you can see what I was doing there. Okay, so I can have this test pattern underneath this test pattern. Oh, that's going to work. Okay, so that's what's being shared into my meeting. Aha, okay, this is what I needed to do. Figured it out. Oh, thanks for stopping by, Joe. I appreciate it. Fun to see the troubleshooting process. Whew. Yeah, fun. Okay, yeah, that's what I want to do. So now I'm sharing my screen. Sharing a portion of my screen into my Zoom meeting. So I can show the before and the after of that. Okay, that's good. So, and then I've also got what's showing going out through OBS. So this is that. This is out. That is in. This is. Oh boy, this is working good. Okay. Okay. All right. This is good. 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 This is going to look good eventually. For real. It's going to look good. Okay. Cool. I think that I'm going to cut stream for a little bit and then come back to it. So, let's see, where we're at, recap. My name is Michael Kyer. I use he, they pronouns. I stream Monday, Wednesday, Friday, 10 a.m. Pacific in the Great Pacific Northwest. And I am been doing video conferencing, live streaming now for a long time, a couple of years. And I'm getting my own stream going, showing how to do a lot of this stuff. And what I'm getting sorted here is how to demonstrate using the share screen, what your audience is going to see, what you see as the operator, and what your moderators see. So that's what I'm doing. I'm getting those sorted out. I got all these stacked on top of each other before, and I managed to avoid that this time. So I'm quite happy with it. All right. Yep. Okay, good. Yeah, I'm going to stop the stream, take a break, come back to it. This is just the first part that I wanted to get sorted. So I can show it from the technician's standpoint of what it looks like before you share, what it looks like as you're sharing while you're in a Zoom meeting. And then, so the next step, and then I'm also showing what it looks like to the audience. So, except that's the trick. Now, I need to capture that. So that's what I need to figure out. I want OBS to capture my Zoom share screen. This is going to be the trick. This is what I want to do. Okay, so step one, do the share from this computer to show what it looks like, to show how to do it, show how to do it on this computer, then do that on the second computer, capturing what it looks like in this computer. That's what it is. Okay, that's how I get it. That's how I want to divide this up. So this first part is what this is going to look like, OBS, and I want this to be capturing just my main monitor. So my left monitor can all be back-end stuff. Wait, yeah, that shows up. Oh, that is quite a delay. Okay, so YouTube is capturing my main. There's going to be okay, so this is where my Windows comes in. I've got my 30-second delay on YouTube that I'm now picking up on my monitor, and then the picture. Okay, so I've got this sorting. I'm getting it sorted. And it looks like everybody left. Nope, there's some folks out there. If you're out there, say hi. Love to hear from you. Okay, so now I'm picking up what I want to pick up. So OBS, I've showed my share screen. So now, once I've done this part of the demonstration, I can show what it looks like to the technician beforehand. I can show what it looks like while they're sharing. And I can show what it looks like on the YouTube outbound feed, the external feed. And then I'm going to share into this Zoom meeting from my other monitor to show what it looks like to the audience, to the Zoom audience. Yep, that's what I'm doing. So I'm going to stop that share. Okay, so that is showing up nicely. Oh, no. Stop share. Share. Portion. There, that's better. That's what I wanted. Okay, sharing a portion. Okay, so now for OBS to capture what it looks like from the audience's perspective in the Zoom meeting, I'm sharing from my parallel system into the Zoom meeting. Now OBS is picking up my main monitor, sending that to YouTube. And YouTube's getting a tight picture of that. Okay, so that's that part. Disco. Okay. Part 1, part 2. Awesome. Okay, part 1, part 2. And part 3. So part 1. The technician's point of view of what happens when they share into the Zoom meeting. And okay, there we go. Now you're controlled. Now you're controlled. Thank you very much. Thank you very much. Thank you very much. Okay. That's set. Okay. This is working. This is working. Okay. Looking good. Looking good. Okay. Then I can go into, so now I need to get eyes. Okay. I'm gonna cut the stream here, come back to it, but this is basically part one of how to show the share screen from the technician's point of view and the audience's point of view. And then right now I would be looking at the Zoom audience's point of view and from the monitor share screen. Okay. Okay. The next part will be streaming out of Zoom. The next part will be streaming out of Zoom because I'm not going to be able to show the Zoom meeting. That's what I want to do. So that's going to be another part. Yeah, that's going to be another part. Stream out of Zoom. Once I know what Zoom looks like on the outside, then I'll go in and show to YouTube what that looks like. Zoom sending directly to YouTube, that's a different set altogether. And then a third set is going to be showing OBS virtual camera into your Zoom meeting and then out. Yeah, okay, makes sense. Oh boy. All right, hour and a half. I'm taking a break. I think I've got it sorted. I didn't get into my ad infinitum windows again. I think I got those controlled, so that's good news. And I've got it broken down into which pieces I need to do in which order. I got to double check the transcripts and then flow that out, and that'll work for that. So this is sort of just the first one showing what it looks like from the technician's perspective to YouTube using OBS. And then I'm going to go into the Zoom meeting and send that out. That's what I'm going to do next. So that's the other piece. And I got to come up with text. I got to come up with a script for this so I don't get lost. And that's what I need. I need script. Okay. So anyway, my name is Michael Kyer. If you're watching, I appreciate it. Just been troubleshooting getting this presentation set up. I didn't didn't take the time to set it up, and I got too many windows, so I had to take the time to get those kind of clear in my head where everything's coming from, going to. So anyway, yeah, I will be back later, I think. Have a good day.